All the way?
We back with another motherfucking video.
Welcome back to a goddamn another video. Yeah!
You tuned in to the latest channel on the tube.
Top 10 scary. Oh yeah, just because we accidentally watched the first part, we never record shit we already seen. So just so we stay authentic, we skip through the first part. You feel me? Yeah.
We don't want to react no bullshit.
Yeah, no bullshit out here. The first time we see it, the first time we reacting to it. You hear me?
Man,
and this is some top 10 scary videos circulating the internet right now, cuh. It could be in your backyard. It could be in your front. It's right happening right now, cuh. You don't know. Like,
we go here about to jump into this shit though.
The dumb way.
Not every scary video circulating the internet right now is of the paranormal variety. This one is very much normal but equally terrifying. Captured in early August of 2021, a rodeo audience in Preston, Idaho got more than they bargained for when a bull went rogue and charged into the stands. The video initially shows the bucking bronco event unfolding like it normally would. Although the rider doesn't last long on the bull, the bronco isn't done bucking yet. In fact, he looks like he's just getting started as he makes his way around the stadium. He appears to be calming down for a moment, but soon takes a different tack and charges towards the stands, jumping a barrier. At this point, the camera is dropped as the audience starts screaming and presumably moves out of the bull's.
Why would you ever be at some shit like that? I don't see what's entertaining about that.
That's some that's some bidding shit. Like, you probably bet money on that. Like,
my nigga, you watch bulls go crazy. Like, nigga, what?
That whoever was recording, that bull was looking directly into his eyes. He was like, "Yup, I'm gonna jump that nigga."
On me, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro?
He was like, "What the fuck you got going on recording me, cuz?" He was. Nah, you know how much it weighs? Like 500, 600, to 1,000 pounds, I think.
You know how hard I hit? One punch from me, you die, cuz.
You have to hit like 20 people worth to knock that shit out.
I do that in one punch.
You know the tranquilizers they use?
I don't gotta use the tranquilizer. I just gotta hit it. It's slump. You feel me? 2-tap is dead.
I mean, I feel like you would just turn around and run away.
I hit it with a 1-2 is dead.
I feel like you turn around and run away, cuz.
Fuck no, bro.
I'll blind that motherfucker.
I ain't never. Luckily, no one was hurt in the
incident. That nigga was screaming.
This scary video shows one of the worst possible outcomes for an event like this. Number 8, 300-foot sandstorm. This city was recently engulfed by a 300-foot wall of sand blown in from the Gobi Desert. In the worst sandstorm the area has seen in more than a decade. The sand cloud was caught on camera moving slowly into the city, vanishing skyscrapers behind its thick curtain like a magic trick. Visibility was reduced to less than 20 feet, requiring major roads to be closed and motorists to pull to the side and wait it out. The storm didn't bring only dust. Its powerful winds blew away tourist possessions at a nature park close by. They'd gone to see the singing sand dunes, but found them roaring instead. Such weather and natural events in the area have become more frequent. According to Chinese media, just in March, the nation's capital of Beijing, which lies 1,000 miles from the desert, saw another sandstorm's effects. That sandstorm, too, was called the worst in a decade, which begs the question, will these sandstorms only get worse and worse? Number 7. Chasing the Maniac. Although you might expect to encounter spirits on your urban explorations, you rarely encounter a real-life crazy person.
It never fell, I swear.
I heard of this game.
Published to YouTube by Luan Mendez in July of 2021, this scary video shows the chase in action. In the clip, the guys quickly figure out they are not alone in this abandoned space. They finally zero in on the guy at an exit point in the next room. They shout at him, shining their flashlights his way, and then follow to the door that leads outside. You can see the so-called maniac's figure vaguely, hiding in the brush.
I would have been gone.
Later, when
What
back
language are they
inside, a
talking? They're
commotion
speaking
occurs
3
in
different
one
languages.
area of the warehouse. They race forward to find one of the crew being dragged across the ground by the maniac in question. He's being pulled around a tile corner in what may have once been a bathroom.
Douglas! Douglas! Vem! Douglas! Vem, Douglas! Vem, Douglas! Vem! Vem, Douglas! Solta ele, cara! Vem, Douglas!
The cameraman follows for a moment before turning to flee outside along with another crew member. A closer look at the maniac reveals what he's dressed like. The other cameraman's footage captures the same from another angle. Would you have stuck around to save your friend, or would you have saved your own life?
Left him?
3 of them, I would have beat his ass.
That's what I'm
fuck,
saying.
bro?
I would have stomped him down the
That nigga did not
stairs.
have no gun,
He
bro.
would
I
have
would've-
fell down the stairs.
Man,
He looked like he's wearing a Michael Myers mask or something.
I would have did that nigga something.
Bro, I would have stomped him in his face, no cap. I would have ran up and stomped him.
This evil face will answer that question for you.
Solta ele, cara! Vem, Douglas! Tá no pé, Julião! Tá no pé! Vai! Vai! Vai, cara! Vem!
Number 6, Lady in White. The sensitive Sobernatural crew are in for a rude awakening with this paranormal investigation. Published to YouTube in June of 2021, this abandoned place is one of the most active the group has explored so far. While they're in one room of the house, multiple devices start going off at once. This of course alerts them to a paranormal presence that has yet to make itself known, until it does.
Pode mexer a boneca se tiver aqui.
Você pode chegar perto da boneca, você pode chegar perto aqui, ó. Pode,
Eita,
ó.
pegou aqui.
Dois, ó.
Dois.
Olha só.
Eita, pegou. Lá em cima, Nossa senhora.
A bottle slides across the top shelf on its own, causing everyone to scream. The devices around them continue to be triggered by the paranormal entity. While in another room with random toys on the floor, the team is shocked when something bangs aggressively in the next room.
Essa janela fechou.
It appears that the source of the noise was the door slamming, as it is still ricocheting open. Turning back to the other room, another quieter noise is heard, which turns out to be the window panel swinging open and closed. While this all appears to occur at the hands of something invisible, the last fright is very much seen, as they hear something creak off screen.
I would have been gone. Why
They doing that shit because it's called an investigation. Oh, damn.
My chick better be fat as fuck, nigga. No cap, man. Fuck that. I would never do that shit. That's playing with your life, bro.
That is.
Fuck, I look like.
With your
The
soul,
cameraman
too.
enters a hallway and casts his focus up the stairs.
Quem tá aí? Um negócio ali, cara.
Vamos ver, gente. Vamos ver, não é nada, vamos ver.
He catches what we've all been waiting for. A creepy woman dressed all in white with long dark hair is ascending the narrow stairwell. The crew panics, and when the cameraman returns to the stairwell, the woman is gone. Was she the one causing all this ruckus, or are many spirits inhabiting this haunted home? Number 5. Failed exorcism. On this haunted site, an exorcism was done, or so the story goes, but the mysterious entity remains. Published in June of 2021, the KBC crew investigates the scary site, starting with this statue of Mary and this creepy hidden statue within. Is it Mary again? Who is this figure? Under a bridge, the crew captures these images floating in the darkness. While they are obscure, they certainly look like the faces of demons screaming.
Why are they still there?
Investigation.
For what purpose? What are you accomplishing? What are you gonna do when you find out they do exist? Anyway, you gonna kill it? What are you gonna do? Do you ever need that? You put your life in jeopardy for what? Trying to fuck with some shit that you shouldn't be seeing?
They're trying to be the first person to do it or get their name in history and shit. I don't know.
That.
Maybe they're just curious.
Everybody cares, but I ain't playing with my life, nigga. Fuck I look like.
Later, they come across this rock stack. Was it placed there as part of a dark ritual, or is it something less nefarious? They capture several images that are suspect. One appears to feature smoke and fog that wasn't there. Another shows a big bright orb floating to the left of a crew member. And lastly, of course, the demons under the bridge. Is it all bad energy, or is this the unexorcised entity's presence made manifest? Number 4. The Ghost's Vice. Can this phantom bother you for a light? Published to YouTube by D-Dog Michael in July of 2021, the scary video goes from bad to worse as the paranormal attempts to feed their habit. The video starts acting up right away when Michael approaches the premises. Once inside the old school, the strange, almost alien-like rattling is heard, and we find the light on in the other room. Michael is alone here. Will we find out who turned on the light? We'll have to wait and see. As things start to get creepier, a classroom door closes shut, causing Michael to panic and ask who is there.
와, 나 진짜 너무 진짜 누구세요? 하지 마세요.
A moment later, a whole symphony of scary noises is heard down the hall. It almost sounds like someone is banging irregularly on a piece of tin.
누구세요? 아, 잠깐만요.
This goes on for a good long while. As he tries to communicate with whatever spirit haunts this place, a faint whisper is heard. The voice is nearly inaudible, but you can definitely hear that someone is trying to speak to him. Michael lets him know that it's here. He holds a pack in his hand and the ghost helps himself, pulling one from the pack.
담배 여기 있습니다. 여기. 아!
Oh my goodness, right there.
That sounds like some shit we would do. What the fuck?
That nigga like, damn.
He was shocked.
That shit right there, bro. What the fuck?
He was like, yo, we really took that shit.
That shit crazy, bro.
He's like,
Needless to say, Michael drops them and takes off running after that. When he returns, he finds the empty shoes that he first saw in the doorway, placed in a different spot in the hallway.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do.
Got me fucked up. I'll just play YouTube.
He also comes across these scattered across the floor. One of them is still lit, the ash built up on the tip. Michael later sees something in the hallway, something creepy the audience cannot see. He runs up toward a staircase but then turns around. When he returns, the shoes are in a different place again, in the room where he first found them. Not long after, something is heard running loudly across the floor. Michael goes chasing after it, but doesn't find it.
Nigga, you should have been got the fuck out of the house.
He's brave. He's brave for sure. He wants to get to the end of
It's
it.
crazy. I need whatever drug he on.
He on life.
Anything. His search is cut off early when the police show up, causing Michael to leave the joint ASAP. But this is what happened the minute he left. His camera went berserk again.
방폭대입니다. 여러분 방폭대예요. 방폭대입니다.
Something seriously freaky is going on here. Unfortunately, we may never be certain what it is. Number 3.
But we gonna go ahead and end that shit right there.
Hell yeah, that's a long video.
It's and we had a long day today. We got this shit going again. 3 videos one day,
3 in one?
Who
else doing that consistently every day? That's crazy, cuz.
Like hard work and dedication, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit.
You heard me? And don't forget to comment if you fuck with these videos. And let us know if you want us to make any more videos. The dumb way.
I don't know what the fuck this nigga got going on, but like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good shit. On game.